Trade is as old as the city itself, yet digital services, I'm sure we all recognise, are rather more modern by comparison. At the City Corporation, we promote and maintain London and the wider UK's position as a leading financial and professional services centre. We know that FPS firms make a huge contribution to the national economy. £174 billion in 2021, over 8% of total economic output, and £75 billion in taxes, over 10% of the total tax revenue. And at £62 billion, the UK was the world's second largest exporter of financial services in 2021, with a surplus of some £45 billion, which is excellent news. But we believe that we can go further and improve by strengthening our competitiveness as a trading nation on the global stage. And at this critical post-pandemic and post-Brexit juncture, now is the moment to harness our strengths as an FPS leader and seize the opportunities. Further liberalising services trade will be a key determinant of that success. We have been working closely with Her Majesty's Government and others to help the UK maximise its trade policy. For example, I chaired a roundtable just a few weeks ago which focused on operationalising the new UK-Australia agreements. Digital trade has been another very important area of focus, and as digital trade gets bigger, we all know that the world gets increasingly smaller. So as our sector becomes increasingly data intensive, we have an acute interest in ensuring that digital cross-border trade is as easy and unencumbered as possible. Moves by the UK government to prioritise digital trade in new trade deals are to be welcomed and reflect the reality of 21st century trade. The UK-Singapore Digital Economy Agreement, for example, is facilitating cross-border digital trade in very open and innovative ways. So it's great to see that digital trade is at the top of Britain's agenda and that Britain is at the top of the digital agenda. But these trade agreements are only the beginning of the conversation, and we should not be naive to the growing challenges that we all face. Digital trade is, of course, not immune to the rising tides of protectionism, and moves to restrict digital services trade are more prevalent than ever. So as a consequence, national security concerns and traditional trade concerns, we can see that they must be clear that restricting cross-border data flows will have very damaging effects. The stability of financial markets will be threatened. Costs for businesses and consumers who are already under significant pressure will increase. The good news is that today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a stellar lineup of trade policy experts, financial services practitioners, and government and regulatory representatives who can help us to chart a way forward. Many of you have published excellent and important work in the field, highlighting new ways of thinking about and tackling these challenges. So our aim today is to pull all of this thinking together, consider it in the round, and to help map a route forward. Our ultimate ambition should be for the UK to be at the heart of the global digital economy, driving the debate, creating solutions, and setting standards. And today at the City Corporation, we are providing some new thoughts of our own, launching a report, The Practical Implications of Digital FTA Provisions on the UK Financial Services Sector, highlighting where we're doing well and, importantly, where we think we can all improve. So I look forward to the report's principal author, Sam Lowe, a partner at Flint Global, introducing the report later today.